I'm 34M, married 8 years, dad to Ella 6, and Jake 4. My wife's mom showed up out of nowhere one Thursday, suitcase in hand, insisting she'd just crash here until she finds a place. At first I shrugged it off, family, right? But something about the way she hovered in our living room while I was on my work call put me on edge. Dinner that night was fine until she leaned over the table and whispered to the kids, "Your mom doesn't love you like I do." Ella stopped chewing. Jake froze. My wife looked mortified, but her mom just smiled and said, "I'm here to help." I stored that moment away. Over the next few days she pulled a dozen little moves. She labeled every jar in the pantry, threw out cans that were still good, and reorganized drawers in my home office, without asking. When I asked her to give us some space, she laughed and said, "Relax, I'm only making your lives easier." Behind that smile was entitlement on 5 cups of caffeine. Then the china went missing. My wife's favorite plates gone, used for dinner, her mom claimed. No apology. Next, our bank card got declined. Turns out she'd closed it for our protection and rerouted money into her account, saying she'd just cover bills for a bit. When I refused, she muttered to the kids about their dad being stingy. I tried talking to my wife. She wanted to believe her mom was just helping. But I could see the doubt in her eyes. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law installed cameras in the kids' rooms, in case something happens, again without asking. I confronted her, "You can't do that." She rolled her eyes, "I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm making sure they're safe." One afternoon I started recording her behind the scenes. Hidden in my jacket pocket while she told the kids I was too busy at work to love them right. I caught her bad-mouthing me to friends on the phone, bragging about how she was running this household. I had hours of audio. That same night I emailed our family lawyer. Emergency custody order, restraining order, detailed timeline, transcripts. I couldn't sleep, adrenaline keeping me wired until dawn. When the kids woke up, I kissed them and said, "Pack a small bag. We're going somewhere safe." They didn't ask questions, they trusted me. By 9 a.m., the court granted an ex parte emergency order in family court. She had to stay away from our home and kids until a full hearing. My phone buzzed, my wife calling from our empty house. She was screaming, "The house is empty. Where are you?" My chest tightened. I stayed calm. "We're safe. I'll send you something." Then I attached the recording of her telling the kids that their mom didn't love them. On the day of mediation, her lawyer tried to spin it as family help gone wrong. Our lawyer played the audio, showed the bank statements, photos of the cameras. Her face drained of color. She squirmed under questions about why she lied to the kids, why she handled our finances without permission, why she installed cameras in private rooms. The mediator recommended she could see the kids only under supervision at a neutral location, and only after signing an agreement and paying for counseling. At the final hearing 6 weeks later, the judge made it official. I got primary custody, and her visits were limited to 2 supervised hours a week. She also had to reimburse legal fees and cover counseling costs. Outside the courthouse, she tried to defend herself. "I only wanted to help," she said, voice shaking. I handed her a printed transcript of the recordings. She stared at it, lips pressed together. No excuse left. Then I pulled one last move. I sent copies of the transcript and a summary of the recordings to her book club, church group, and neighborhood association. Anywhere she built a reputation for being the perfect daughter, mom, volunteer. Within days, invitations stopped coming. Doors closed. She was forced to face how entitled she really was. We moved into a small rental a few blocks away. No more unlimited hosting or surprise visits. Ella and Jake got their bedrooms back, no cameras. My wife and I started rebuilding trust. It's slow but steady. I learned that sometimes love means standing your ground even against family. Letting someone believe they can take over your life because they think they're helping is the real danger. If you ever feel like you're losing your home or your kids aren't safe from manipulation, document everything and don't be afraid to get legal help. Anyway, that's our story. Thanks for reading.